The first time Dr. Marcus Hale heard the whisper, he thought it was interference. After 12 years studying interspecies linguistics on the Frontier Research Station Aurelius 9, he had learned that space was not silent. Radiation hummed, cosmic particles crackled, and communication relays whispered fragments of noise. But this sounded deliberate. Like a breath carried through the void. No one's coming. Female voice. Fractured. Desolate. Marcus froze at his console, fingers hovering above the data streams of an active rescue transmission the station had intercepted 2 days ago. Coordinates deep in the Procyon Drift, a region known for gravitational anomalies and pirate ambushes. The distress signal claimed to be from a damaged private shuttle. It contained biometric data identifying one survivor, a young woman of unknown species. The whisper came again, faint but unmistakable. No one's coming. He swallowed. The voice felt near despite being light years away. Something about its cadence tugged at his chest, an undercurrent of fear, of waiting, of hopeless certainty. For reasons he couldn't explain, Marcus tapped the console. "This is Dr. Marcus Hale of Aurelius 9. Hear you. Can you respond?" Static answered. Then nothing. He should have alerted command. Protocol required any unusual distress signal to be escalated. But instead, Marcus found himself staring at the waveform still pulsing faintly on his screen, like a heartbeat refusing to stop. He leaned closer as if proximity could bridge the void. "I'm coming," he murmured. 12 hours later, Marcus sat aboard a fast recon craft with a pilot assigned only because he insisted on going himself. A routine unmanned relay drone would have sufficed, but routine felt wrong. Something in that voice haunted him. The pilot, Lieutenant Amara Solis, shot him a sideways glance as they cut into warp near the drift's swirling silver and violet boundary. "You know hundreds of fake distress calls bounce around space," she said. "Raiders use them. Hackers. Traps. I know. And yet here we are." Her voice. Marcus hesitated. It didn't sound like deception. Amara shook her head. "You scientists, always thinking emotion trumps probability." Marcus smiled faintly but didn't argue. Some things didn't need debate. The craft shuddered as they emerged from warp into a graveyard of shattered metal. Ship fragments floated like frozen tears. A power core drifted and pulsed with dying light. This was no simple emergency. This was destruction on a scale that churned the gut. "Scanning," Amara muttered. "Multiple wrecks. Looks like a rogue kinetic mine swarm hit this convoy. At least 6 vessels wiped out." Marcus exhaled slowly. "Life signs?" "None. Except," her brow furrowed, "one faint biosignal. Very faint. The survivor." They maneuvered between twisted hulls until a pale shimmer appeared ahead. A small pod wedged between debris, its surface cracked, exterior lights flickering. Marcus recognized alien craftsmanship. Sleek, luminous in a way no human technology mimicked. He expected silence. But then the whisper brushed his mind again, clearer this time. "No one's coming." Marcus touched the calm. "I'm here. Or here. We're coming to get you." Amara shot him a startled look. "Who are you talking to? You don't hear it." "Hear what?" "Marcus, there's nothing on the channel." His pulse kicked. The voice wasn't coming through the comm, it was in his mind. The pod hatch hissed and released a faint violet mist that shimmered before dissolving. Inside, cradled in a translucent life support cocoon, lay a girl. Human-like yet unmistakably alien. Her skin carried a faint silver sheen, and her hair flowed like strands of starlight. Veins of bioluminescence flickered faintly beneath her skin, pulsing weakly. Her eyes opened, vast, iridescent, shimmering with galaxies. Marcus's breath caught. She looked impossibly young, maybe 18 by human appearance, but ancient sorrow lived behind those eyes. "You shouldn't have come," a soft voice echoed in his mind. "I told myself no one would. It was easier that way." He stepped forward. "You're safe now. We're taking you to medical. What's your name?" Her lips parted, but sound did not form. Instead, another telepathic whisper reached him, fragile as a dying star. "Leora." "Leora," he repeated gently. "I'm Marcus." Her gaze flickered. Human. Was. Kindness. Unexpected. Marcus felt a tightening in his chest. "We'll help you." "Help," she whispered. "I am the last. There is nothing left to save." Back aboard the recon craft, Leora lay in a stasis field while Amara piloted with white-knuckled tension. Something was wrong. Debris trembled behind them, moving with unnatural coordination. "Gravitational anomaly?" Marcus asked. Amara shook her head. "No. Something's following us." Leora's eyes opened again. No voice this time, spoken or mental. She stared past Marcus toward the viewport, as if she felt the thing closing in. "They are coming," her voice finally reached him again. "Hunters of my kind. They erase what they cannot control." The sensors blinked with incoming signatures, shifting, unstable, as though reality struggled to recognize them. Amara cursed. "What are those?" "Predators," Leora whispered in all their minds. "Not flesh. Not machine. They consume thought. Identity." We fled. They followed. Marcus felt dread ice his veins. "Why you? Why only you left?" "We carried knowledge," Leora answered. "A way to speak across minds. To unify worlds without war or dominance. They feared what we might become." "Telepathy," Marcus whispered. "Your people evolved it as diplomacy. A shared experience." Leora blinked slowly. "Connection is not weakness. But to those who rule by control, connection is threat." Amara cut engines and rerouted power to shields. "Marcus, get ready. We're about to." A voice crackled over the comm, human, strained with static. "Aurelius, 9 to Recon 4. Marcus, do you copy? We detected hostile signatures on intercept. We're en route." Marcus's eyes widened. Command heard the distress signal. Then the static sharpened, and a new voice spoke. Familiar. Impossible. Marcus froze. He knew that voice. Older, steadier, but unquestionably his own. His voice. Amara stared. "Marcus, that sounded like." But the voice cut in again, echoing through calm and mind alike. "Am coming." Leora shuddered, bioluminescent veins flaring briefly. "Time fracture," she whispered. "You will come for us again. Another path, another moment. Possibility loops. You're not alone, Marcus Hale. You never were." Before he could react, space tore outside the window. Not with violence, like fabric gently parted. Light spilled outward, and vessels emerged. Sleek, silver, bearing the emblem of the human coalition, but subtly different. More advanced. Future-born. A voice boomed again. Stronger now. Confident. "This is Commander Marcus Hale of the United Terran Concord. Do not fear. We have you." Amara gripped the controls, stunned. "United what? Concord. Marcus what?" But Marcus didn't speak. He stared at the future version of himself. Older, commanding, flanked by ships designed for defense, not conquest. A future born not of domination but alliance. Leora closed her eyes and exhaled shakily. Your kind chose connection after all. The hostile entities recoiled at the incoming fleet's presence, then dissolved into warped distortions, fleeing like shadows from flame. Light enveloped the recon craft, and Marcus felt something settle into place inside him, a thread connecting past, present, future. Promise. We're safe, he whispered. Leora looked at him, tears shimmering like stardust. Hope is dangerous, she murmured. But sometimes it is right. When they returned to Aurelius 9, the stars felt different. As if possibilities hung heavy, waiting to unfold. Leora would be treated, studied, and Marcus vowed, protected. Humanity would learn, not conquer. Listen, not dominate. And somewhere ahead, a voice awaited him, his own. Proof that choices mattered. Proof that one rescue in a sea of indifference could alter destinies. On the observation deck later, Marcus stood beside Leora, watching the stars drift. No one's coming, she whispered faintly, remembering the moment she surrendered to despair. Marcus shook his head gently. Someone always can, he said. As long as we choose to be the ones who answer. Leora turned to him, eyes bright with galaxies yet unwritten. And you did. The stars outside shimmered with possibility. And in the faint hum of space, Marcus thought he heard it again, the future whispering back. Him.